Well, hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Dan's Grand Valley Layout. This week we are going to go ahead and install the guardrail there along the dirt road. If you remember from the video last week, the walk around, I went ahead and made the guardrail from some materials, same that I made this one from, and it's been on the bench just drying and getting ready to install this week. So we're going to go ahead over to the bench and see what we've got going over there with the guardrail, and then we'll get over here, get some of this stuff out of the way so I can get over there and we'll get it installed. So let's head over to the bench and see what we got going on over there. So here it is on the bench, and you can see it's painted. I used railroad tie brown for it. That's what I used on the other one. And these short pointy ends of the toothpick are going to be where it goes down into the road. It's only going to be about 1/8 of an inch or so, not even maybe a quarter. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut these off just a little bit above the railing, and then we're going to touch it up with a little bit of the railroad tie brown, and we're also going to put just a little bit of color on here to simulate where cars would have rubbed on it. We're going to put some white on here, maybe a little bit of blue, just whatever we have. But let's go ahead. I'll show you what I've got going here. This is my magnifying visor. And as you can see, I mounted a GoPro mount to it. So I'm going to go ahead and have that on. So I've got both hands free and be able to shoot video. So let's try that out and let's get to getting this thing ready to go on. All right, here we are on the bench, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and cut off the tops of the posts, and we're going to do it about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a 1/16. And I'm using the X-Acto knife because I want the top of the post to be flat. Because along the roadside they would have these posts driven in, they would not be mashed down. So if I use my diagonal cutters and I cut them, it would work and it wouldn't be too bad. But by using the X-Acto knife, nice sharp blade too, it'll give me a little bit better flattened top. So let's go ahead and do all of those, and then we'll start putting a little paint on there. Okay, I've got them all cut off real nice along the tops here. I'm going to look pretty good. So I'm just going to take my railroad tie brown and just catch the tops of those posts. I mean, in real life, a lot of the times the posts are a little different on top just because they get sun, but we're just gonna get some paint on there. Alright, and at this time I'm just gonna look for anything else that needs to be brown that I might have missed. Not really looking for it to be perfect. I can see some of the glue. I'm just going to touch that up a little bit. Just some of the shininess of the glue. That'll help it be a little more realistic. So just get rid of that. I really was pretty liberal with the white glue. And again, I used the Turbo tacky glue that I get at Walmart. And I think I'm going to be happy with this versus the one I did before, because that was pretty flimsy. But you can kind of see right here I put a little strap across there where the joint is, just to make it more give it more strength. So alright, we've got that. That's the railroad tie brown. So we're gonna put that up. We're gonna grab a fresh brush and go ahead and put just a little bit. We're going to start with a little bit of white. And so imagine the posts are going to be on the back side. So actually from where we stand, we're going to see the back side of the posts. But this will be the side that faces the road. So that's the side where cars would sort of come along and smack it, you know, kind of slide along. You're not paying attention, and you kind of get a little too close to the rail. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just taking the very lightest little touch here, and just getting some color on there. If I get too much, like that's a little much, I'll just take my finger and just sort of smear it a little bit. Remember, this is just, you know, some cars are coming along, a lot of white cars out there, so they're coming along, and it also gives it sort of a nice aged look too. It's not just perfectly brown, brand new. So yeah, I'm kind of liking that. This might be a little much right here. I'll just wet my finger a little bit and sort of smear that. And see, it doesn't take much. I'm not even hardly putting paint on my brush here. That's a little much there. Let's just get that to sort of slide it back. There we go. I'm going to need a little bit more. Just, it's a little much, I think. So we'll just here. And especially along the edges, you know, each end, that's where they're going to hit more. So we'll just smear that a little bit. Kind of need a little bit right there. There, I'm liking that. That looks pretty good. Might be a little much right here, so just, again, just wet my finger a little bit and like that. Alright, now I'm going to do just a little bit of silver. I don't have a whole lot of blues. I've got the green and the red that I used for the telephone pole, those guys, insulators. We're just going to take a little drop of silver here, silver aluminum, and again, just the lightest little touch. Now this is not acrylic, this is enamel, so this is going to take a little bit of paint thinner to clean that off, so it's not going to smear as easily. So that's good. I'm going to do a little just on this end. Just some metallic chrome got on there, so that's good. It might be a little much, but you know what? It's going to be all right. It's good. Just the lightest amount. And we'll go ahead and do just a little bit of red in a couple of places, like a red car came down and got nailed. We're going to do a little bit of red right in here. Man, I had my mom's car and I hit the guardrail. Okay, let's split that over and just brush that on there. There we go. I like that. That's nice. Alright, that's about all I'm going to do on that. We aged that pretty good. The backside, of course, wouldn't have paint on it, so you can see what we've got here. A little bit of red, a little bit of white. The silver didn't really show up, but it'll give it a little bit of a shininess if we catch it just right with the light. So we're going to let this dry just a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead over to the layout and get it prepared for me to be able to poke the holes and get some glue on there, and then we'll set it in. So I'll go over to the layout, get it ready, and then we'll head over there. Okay, so here I am. I removed the buildings, get those out of the way. People are glued down, so they had to stay. But basically, all you need is an awl, a very sharp awl, because we're going to be poking holes in there where the sharp parts of the posts go. And then I brought a little pencil that came with the kit for marking styrofoam, so I'm going to try to mark the holes as I go along. So, oh, and then some glue. So first thing I'm going to do is take the railing itself and sort of position it where I think I want it. And I'm thinking right about here, like so. maybe, yeah, about like that. So I'm going to mark this hole right here. And sorry, my visor is slipping down. Going to mark that hole right there. That's going to be my, almost my center piece right there. And then I'm going to mark one right here. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just get those holes in there. Those will give me 2 points of reference, and then I'll go ahead and put the rest of them in, and then it's just a matter of putting a drop of glue on each one and then pushing them in. And so let's go ahead, I'll get the rest of them marked, and then we'll go ahead and install it. I've got them pushed in to all the little holes. As you can see, it's really good that it's flexible, because it needed to make an S turn here, not just a, a sweeping turn. So I'm looking at the other one. I've got it about 1/4 inch from the bottom of the railing to the road. So now I'm going to take it out. So let's go ahead, put the glue on, we'll get this in. All right, so we've got it in now, and I went ahead and put just a couple of little weeds around a few of the bottom of the posts, but there it is. So we've got matching rails. People aren't going to fly off to their deaths anymore. So I think it came out pretty good. So let me know what you think in comments. And thank you so much to all you new subscribers. Really appreciate it. And all the people that take time to comment. I try to get back to all of you and answer any questions that you have. But thank you so much. And that'll do it for this week. Take care, and we'll see you next update.